Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I want to talk about Rec Room's H update and if the community even liked it or not. Now, we're going to be going over the goods and bads that Rec Room did here, and I kind of want to start off with the bads first so we can lighten up this video with the goods later. I think one of the biggest bads we need to talk about before we even start inside this video is this one. Rec Room players complained a lot about these prices and really did not like them at all. The Sprout, this little hair clip, was 12k, 15k, 14k, and on top of that, plenty of other items that weren't really too cheap other than this winter set, which was just a random limited time item set. Though these aren't the worst part, I definitely do have to say the worst part is seeing that the Amulet of Elsewhere, which is cleansed and which was previously thought to be free, is going to be paid for. Another bad is how the lore doesn't really make sense for players. Now, players really don't understand all of this and what's going on. Obviously, we'll talk about lore later in the video because I want to highlight it in its own thing because it both has good and bad. And yeah, if I wanted to talk about more bad things, I'd have to start talking about glitches like the one where people got stuck inside the roof, but I mean, that's pretty obvious. So let's talk about what Rec Room did right with this actual update. First, I want to talk about just the design. The little logos, the attention to detail, the little petals on the floor inside the rec center. Just little subtle changes that Rec Room does I like as well. And they also do another good thing by putting an actual tutorial here to give people a sense of direction on what to do when it comes to this actual event. So let's just continue on to this actual event. So as we know, this little parkour minigame takes us to the middle where we can access powers and such. But I'm talking about the parkour just in general. Now, for this size of an event, a parkour is fine. This is cool and I like it. If anything, it's just another activity to do inside the rec center. But if it's like the Forbidden one, parkours aren't fine because the Forbidden one is 1, a really big lore event, and 2, was really hyped up. A lot of people expected like a boss fight or something legendary for their face-off with the Forbidden one. But this is cool for this size event. But now that's kind of all we have for this event. Lastly, I kind of want to talk about the lore. Now, as unfortunate as it is, a lot of people don't really understand the entire Rec Room lore because there's just been so many events and it's so hard to kind of catch up on. But Rec Room does a really good thing this update that I feel like really beats this actual idea and really gives a lot more meaning to this entire event. It's just something simple as this. Just logs. This is how you do it. A lot of games use this type of formats to display a lot of lore that goes on inside their events by just having little logs placed around. And the fact that there's not only this one, but 2 over here as well also helps. Like, this was genuinely a fire idea that Rec Room had and really does give the lore some sense of meaning. If Rec Room just did this at the start, I feel like a lot more people would start getting a lot more of the Teller and S lore. So Rec Room, please keep adding onto the lore by using logs or other means to do so. It's just fire. It's literally just fire, and just providing a simple explanation for lore does help. As in lore for this thing in the middle though, we don't have a clue. I mean, literally the only thing we know about it is that it has somewhat of the same powers from the actual arcade machine. It just displays all the themes, little glitched out, a little, blob here, and whenever we press it, it gives us an eye, and we get a superpower, depending on the item that we have on. Just Rec Room logic. So this is literally all we know about it, and nothing more. The Teller had these eyes before, but they are different, and we don't know why. So some sort of explanation to kind of this would be cool. Though, that's just my personal opinion, and what are your guys' thoughts? Did you guys like this actual event? Was this fun? And what are your guys' thoughts? What would you guys rate the entire event out of 10? Be sure to let me know down in the comments below, and what are you guys thinking? Anyways, I kind of wanted to make a video kind of going over what I had seen, what the community had thought. I've made like 3 videos on this event now, so I think I'm going to chill out now and kind of just start making more general news again. And yeah, what are your guys' thoughts? The fire event, in my opinion, I liked it a lot. And if I were to rate it, definitely an 8 out of 10 with this one. But yeah, that's basically it. Whilst you guys are leaving your comments down below, be sure to hit that subscribe button and punch that like button, as it's very important to do so. And I'll catch you guys all inside the next one. Have a good day, everyone, and without any further ado, Bro Fist.